eno ye Uganda n'ebyayo.
In the far northern part of the country lies a treasure that some prefer to refer to as the true African wilderness, and I wouldn't agree more. Kidepo Valley National Park lies in the rugged semi-arid valleys between Uganda's borders with Sudan and Kenya, some 700 kilometers from Kampala. Gazetted as a national park in 1962. It has a profusion of big game and hosts over 77 mammal species as well as around 475 bird species.
We have nature walks, we have community visits, we have hikings, we also have bird watching for those who love birds. We also treat them like an activity. And we have about 15 types of birds in Kidepo, including migratory birds from South Sudan and also from Kenya and also overseas. So, generally we will make our game drives within Narus Valley, and where we are is Narus Valley, then Kidepo Valley, when we are going almost to the border of South Sudan. And then almost to Kenya. Those are the areas that we always conduct our activities. And to me, always when I go for game drive, I always say, let nature give us what it can give, but not me as a cadet to tell you that I'm going to show you a lion, I'm going to show you a zebra. No, it is nature to decide what to be given. So we go and try our luck with what nature will show. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So other thing we shall be doing, we share experiences in the back. And the question is it your first time all to come to Kidepo, or there are other people who were here before?
First time.
First time. Yeah. So enjoy. Kidepo is one of the places that you must reach before you retire or you die. They are one of the 10 top places that you must reach before you die, and you will extend your lifespan. If you are supposed to die at the age of 92, then you will die at the age of 95.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we go and enjoy.
Sure.
Kidepo is Uganda's most isolated national park, but the few who make the long journey north through the wide frontier region of Karamoja would agree that it is also the most magnificent, for Kidepo ranks among Africa's finest wildernesses. From Mapoka, in the heart of the park, a savanna landscape extends far beyond the gazetted area towards horizons outlined by distant mountain ranges.
Kidepo Valley National Park is found in the far northeastern part of Uganda, in the great famous Karamoja region. It's a big park, about 142 square kilometers, and it's a biodiversity hotspot. It has the biggest herds of buffaloes in the world. In one go, you can see over 1,000 buffaloes. It's the only place in Uganda where you can see cheetahs, lions, among other animals. About the attractions, one can come to Kidepo to do game drives. We do morning game drives, evening game drives, and night game drives to see those animals that are active at night. We call them the nocturnals. We also can do hiking. You can hike the Ronyiri, you can hike Morongole, you can go to the hot spring to see ostriches, but also you can go to the Ik. The Ik is a group of the minority people from Karamoja region. They perform for you a dance, take you around their homesteads, but also you can visit the Karamojong communities. Kidepo is a place that one must visit if you are still alive. If you are religious and you have heard about Eden, I want to tell you Kidepo is the last Eden. If you are also religious and maybe you want to be in a place where you can meditate, be closer to your God, without any disturbance, any noise, please come to Kidepo. For those who want to propose, you want to propose to propose a long-lasting relationship. You want to renew your marriage vows. Maybe your relationship is about to break, and you want to mend that breaking relationship. Please come to Kidepo.
Kidepo is found in the northeastern part of Uganda. It's about 1,442 square kilometers. It's one of the most savanna parks which are still the virgins in the whole of Uganda. It is being bordered from the north by South Sudan, and it's about 5 kilometers to the international border of Uganda and Kenya. Kidepo is one of the spectacular parks which are the very good. There's good scenery, mountains from the east and also from the west, and there are also some good tribes like the He communities. When you visit them, they are found in the north, in the mountains of Morungwale. Those who are still they are still remote, and they are one of the marginalized communities that are found in the border of Uganda and Kenya. And we also have the Karamojongs, who are still naked. If you go to the sides of Kabong, you find they are still naked. They still have that life of theirs, which is not yet changed. And that's why Kidepo is that's why Kidepo is important to visit before you die or you die.
During the dry season, the only permanent water in the park is found in the wetlands and remnant pools in the broad Naras Valley near Apoka. These seasonal oases combined with the open savanna terrain make the Naras Valley the park's prime game viewing location. We went there in the wet season, and as hard as it was to navigate the muddy roads, I must admit the scenery remained intact. The wide plains whose view could only be cut short by how far your eyes can reach. Kidepo Valley National Park is also the home to the largest herds of buffaloes in Uganda. So we are in Kidepo National Park, Kidepo Valley National Park, looking for herds of buffaloes. We have seen some. The road has been rocky, but we are getting there. Keep following. Our main focus, however, was to navigate the impact of tourism to individuals directly and indirectly employed by the tourism sector.
Tourism is not only important to me, but also to the communities where I come from. I am by name Sulugeza Karioboya. I come from the northeastern part of the country. I'm a Karamojong by tribe. I joined this organization since 2003 and I've served now for 16 years. The benefit that I've got from Uganda Wildlife Authority is I've managed to educate my children, and one of them is now in year 1 in the University of Makerere. And I've also tried to plant 4 acres of some trees, which includes eucalyptus and pines. And I've also bought some plot of land within Karenga town. There are people who always say that this job is boring because they have not tested the fruit. But with me who has tested, I always say this is a good job because I can breathe, I can see animals, I can have friends from America, friends from UK. I would have said even my children in future to join this job after I retire.
Tourism is an industry that is all-inclusive. It employs people from all disciplines. And I want to call upon younger children, students who are at university, those who have not decided what to study. Please choose to study tourism, because in tourism you can move to places, you can meet people from different countries, you can make friends, not only limited to your country, but globally. And imagine working with nature. It's you escape the hassle of being in a town, traffic jam, a lot of pollution. Here we breathe the most organic oxygen. Kidepo has many values, and one of them is the ecological values of balancing the atmosphere. It is one of those places that contributes to carbon reduction, and also it employs people. Some of the people who are employed is me, and many Karamojong, most of our rangers, our guides are from this region, and they have benefited a lot. Yesterday we were able to visit one of the rangers called Zakari Rogwe, and what we saw is incredible. This park also has attracted investors who have built lodges, and these lodges are employing people from the region. They buy food from the local communities, and once they do that, the local person gets some income. We have got tour drivers from Kalenga, from Kabong, from Muguru, all benefit from this park, because when they bring clients from those districts, they earn some income. We also have petrol stations in Kalenga, about 3. Kalenga is a new district, but it has about 3 petrol stations, and all of them are coming up because they have clients, they have people who can buy their fuel because they are coming to Kidepo.
Among other individuals tourism has greatly impacted in this area is this young farmer called Peter Loriamo. He plants vegetables which he later supplies to different hotels in the national park.
I used to dig like some vegetables like beetroot, coriander, radish. Purposely help actually people to buy. Like some lodges I used to supply like dere, savannah, even spot hunting. They give me a support. I get also income from them, and I support also my family, and that's the way I used to survive.
We visited Savannah Nature Lodges in Kidepo Valley National Park, a serene recreational and resting area in the park. Justus Ainam Gisha, the hotel manager of Kidepo Savannah Nature Lodges, is one of the direct beneficiaries of tourism in this area.
I'm called Justus Ainam Gisha, the manager of Kidepo Savannah Lodge. I joined tourism when I was 21 years. I've rose from a housekeeper to a manager, and I'm happy having now 3 kids, and my family is very happy because I support them. The money I get from tourism, and they're happy.
However, we can't overlook the issue of human-wildlife conflict when it comes to a place like this.
It is true, human-wildlife conflict is a problem here in Kidepo, but we are trying to mitigate. We have planted chili, which we give to the communities to burn around the gardens, and elephants fear the smell of chili. We also have, we are encouraging the communities to keep bees. Elephants fear bees. So we recently gave over 1,500 beehives to the communities, so that once these beehives have colonized, they align them to the elephant-prone areas, and the moment elephants come to crop raid, then they are chased by bees. We also have a quick reaction force, a force made of rangers and the UPDF. Actually, as I talk now, we have that force stationed at Itikau, and their work is to wait for corals so that they can respond very fast and then manage the problem animals.
Well, where there is smoke, there is always fire, so they said. Lorko village is one of the Karamojong villages adjacent to Kidepo Valley National Park. They welcomed us with music and dancing. What a warm welcome. However, Lorkul is one of the communities that has tasted the benefits of tourism to the extent that the youth affirm how they have abandoned poaching because of the money given back to these communities by the wildlife authorities and money from tourists who visit these areas.
When visitors come here to visit our village, they bring some money and we get that money to take our children to school, and we enjoy with them everything. We have left even poaching because of the donation they bring for us.
I've got money through guiding, not within Lorkul but outside other communities, especially the Ik community. Whenever I take the tourists there, they pay me what's called full day activity. And this money has helped me to buy the motorbike that I've been using. Like whenever I'm called in the park, come and take tourists or do game drives within the park.
However, Lorkul is one of the most conserved areas among the Karimojong communities.
This village has 3 clans. The name Lorkul meaning no people. I'll tell you why it's called no people. In the early 50s, before the park was gazetted there, all these communities were settled there. So when the communities gave their plan to the government, so they were forced, they willingly left the place and came and settled here. So when they settled here, they found there was no part of it. That's why this place is called No People. And it has derived the name from the river, which is behind this rock, called Lorkul. We have 3 clans. There's a clan which is behind us here, from the flowers to the base of the mountain. It's called Riwo. And Riwo in our language, these guys were given this name just because one day when the shepherds had taken their goats for grazing, the leopard, when they came here, the place was bushy. So they found the leopard jumped into one of the goats and killed. So one of the shepherds ran home and informed the elders that the leopard has killed the goat. So the Riwo were also informed. We have the Riwo, we have the Atirok where we are standing now, we have the Melong on the other side. So when the Riwo had that, they were also called to go and chase the leopard. They ran hiding in the mountain, thinking when they go there, they will also be grabbed by the leopard. So when these other people came back, they had to call them and go and they gathered in a shrine. The shrine is a holy place where they always worship their gods. So when they reached there, they were now told to accept the name, meaning cowards or lazy ones. So from that day up to now, they still have that name. And then where we are settled, where we are staying now, it's called Atirok. Atirok meaning strong or brave. One of the elders from this clan was sleeping in the garden just because of our animals in the park, especially the elephants and the buffaloes. Elephants and buffaloes like the sorghum. You can see the sorghum is behind there. So one day he went to the garden like wanted to scare the buffaloes especially, because we were having disturbed him for a long time. He grew annoyed and threw a spear and killed one buffalo. In the past, when you kill a buffalo, a leopard, a lion, an elephant, they recognize you are very strong and brave. So, when this guy killed that animal, the 2 clans have to respect them that these guys are very strong or brave. That's how they got that name. And then we have a clan on the north, which is on the northern part of Atirok, called Melong. These guys also left the park after they have heard that the 2 clans were all left the park and came and settled here. They traveled a long distance. That long movement, in our language, Melong meaning long travelers. They traveled for 5 days to reach this destination. So for having traveled that long distance, they had to get the name called Melong, meaning long travelers. So out of the 3 clans, we have a population of 1,400 people in the entire community now. So not only that, we are also going to see the traditional houses. We have almost like 80 traditional houses in the 3 clans. So we are going to enter to one of the houses. In that house, I'm going to show you the grinding stone. You are going to see the store for sorghum. There is also a store for maize. We have the kitchen in the same house. There is a bedroom in the same house. Then we have also traditional pots for brewing the local beer, which is made out of sorghum. We had the cows before the disarmament, some 20 years back. Because of our neighbors, the Sudanese, took our cows, but now we are left with the goats. So what we have now, we have the goats. We shall go and visit the kraal. I will explain to you how these shepherds always take care of the goats, how they recognize the colors of their goats. You know, they don't count, but they always know that even if they are 50 or 100, you find all of them, 2 of them have already mastered all the colors of the goats. So we shall visit the kraal. Then from there we shall go to the granary. The granary is an outside store, which is women here have named it like their secret bank. It's called a secret bank of a woman. I will tell you why it's called a secret bank when we are here. And then from there, we shall also go to the traditional dance. This dance is always organized in our culture when people go for marriage. The marriage that I'm going to explain. Then another function of this dance is we always organize when we are giving a name to a newborn baby. You know, for us in Karamoja, we give the young ones the clan name, so that the name remains within the clan. And then from the dance, we were also going to visit the craft shop, where women sell beads, bangles, earrings. There are also Karmojong stool that the men use at daytime as their stool, at night they use as a pillow. Then after that, we shall come back here. So I'm going back to the marriage. We have 2 types of marriage in Karamoja. You know, Karamoja is as a wall. So the other side, from Moroto up to Kabong, they practice what's called forced marriage, because these guys move with their cows from place to place and their girls. So there, you don't need to talk to the lady. You just call a girl and go with her aside. You discuss with her. If she accepts, you marry officially. There you just time a very strong girl. You hire 4 boys, 4 strong guys. You continue monitoring and kidnap her. So what they do is they do we call it rape, but in the other side they call it's a culture. So you have to wrestle with this girl because they are very strong. What they eat there is they drink blood and milk every day. So those girls are not easy. You one person, you will not manage. At least you have to get 4 guys to help you put her down if you want to succeed. That's how that marriage is. And then from this side of Kapedo up to where we are, it's called Napore. We have the kind marriage. This kind of marriage is like any other type of marriage in the village. You can just get to meet the girl in the dance, especially the dance that we are going to see. You call after the dance, you talk to her. Now if she accepts you, she will give you the beads. You will see the beads there at the dance. We call it a belt, very big one, they put on the waist. These beads now, when the lady has given you, you come and show to your dad. You know, for us, we sit in a clan, as I told you. So the dad now will invite all the clan members, your uncles, your aunties, your grandparents, if they are around. Then they contribute some animals to take to the family of the girl that she has given you, the beads. This is always done in the evening. So the members, the clan members will always elect the chairperson. The secretary will always be there, the treasurer, and some clan members like 10. So what they carry there when they go is the hoe. There is a tobacco which is a pounded one. They tie 2 of them together with the banana leaves or any other rope. And then 5 goats. So before you go to that family where the boy has married the girl, you have to send an information that we are coming maybe on Monday. so that these people can organize a local beer made out of sorghum. You know, you don't go there and stuff after the marriage. You have to enjoy some beer. So, you know, for us, this traditional beer is meant for any traditional performance. So in the evening you go, you will get two young people, a girl and a boy at the gate, maybe around 6. They ask you, what have you come to do in our clan today? So what you have to do is, if you want to make the lady that you are going to marry happy, you know donkey? Donkey. You know, donkey for us, we use donkeys to carry firewood, water, sorghum in the garden. So even the lady that you are going to marry, she's going to do the same thing like what the donkey does. So what you have to do is to tell those people, say, you have come to look for the donkey in your clan. It's not gonna be, man. So once a lady hears that she's called a donkey, she recognizes, she will have in her brain that this guy has liked him because I'm very strong. I'm going to help his family. So you go there, they direct you. When you reach at the entrance, I'm going to show you where we're going to enter. You have to remove all your shoes, even if you're putting on closed shoes. And you find from the entrance up to inside the house, they put the skin that you get from the cow. Then they tell you the men will sit the other side, then the women the other side. Then the father of the girl will ask you the same question, what have you come to do in my family now? Because in a clan, people live in families. Okay, you know, the in-law will have come to look for the donkey within your clan, within your family. You know that donkey? You find maybe they are put like 6 girls together. So, but before you go there, you have to make your boy, your son, show you that girl. Then you have, when you are asked, you point at the guy, say this is the donkey I've come to marry. Then the lady will be asked, do you know these people? She will say, yes. How do you know them? That these are the parents of my husband. Then the father now of the girl will ask these other guys, do you have a tobacco? Yes. This tobacco is always handed to this donkey, the girl. And this lady will be asked to just break some small piece of tobacco and chew to show that she has accepted these people. Then after that, she will be asked, you have the oil? Yes. This oil is handed to the father of the guy. And then after that, they will ask, do you have 5 goats? Yes. This goat is given to the brother of this guy. And then after that, they give you the beer made up of soda. They enjoy. They continue dancing after morning.
A little bird says, this might only be the beginning. There are a number of tribes among the Karamojong region, and we are yet to discover them.
Eno ye Uganda nebyayi.